Holy crap, people, it's 5 o'clock and it's already darker than frig out. I wasn't going to film a vlog today, but I decided to. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. I know one thing I got to do is put some socks on. And we need to go to the grocery store because I need to get some milk for the potatoes and I need to get supplies for the rest of the week. So let's pitter patter and have at her. Oh my goodness, before I do anything though, I really got to go for a cramp. There, 37 pounds lighter. Okay, I'm going to put some socks on. We got to go to the grocery store. Friggin' dark out. I'm probably going to need a new battery for this car too, for frig's sakes. She had a little bit of an issue there when I went and started it. Sounded like she was kind of low on volt. Alright, let's go to the grocery store. Thank God they're open till 9, even though it feels like it's fucking 9 o'clock right now. Oh, I fixed my Nintendo controller for the 10,000th time. That's freaking awesome. 10,000th time of it being broken, I finally fixed it again. Had to resolder the charging port because it was not connected anymore. The wire broke free, so that was awesome. Luckily it was a quick fix last night. I used my blowtorch again to solder. I love that thing for soldering, man. You put the solder head onto it, and because it's a blowtorch, it heats up in like seconds. And you can really get in there and do some fine soldering with the end. I don't know if it's meant for electronic soldering or not, but fuck, if it works, why not, right? Like if it does the job, then the tool has a new purpose. But yeah, holy shit. My window is filthy. There we go. It's a little bit better. Not really. The only downside to vaping, when you vape in your car, the vapor sticks to your windshield. Son of a bitch. I want to keep some Windex in the car for that reason, but the problem is Windex freezes. So, well, at least the shit I bought last time did. It froze last winter in the garage. Maybe I'll throw some rubbing alcohol into it or something just to keep its ability to freeze, like raise the freezing point or whatever, lower the freezing point, I think it is called, or whatever it is. But yeah, so my cousin, I laughed at this. I was on Facebook there just checking shit out when I first got up to see what's going on. And my cousin posts on Facebook, is there school tomorrow? Everybody's like, yeah, why wouldn't there be? What's really going on, you know? Why wouldn't there be school and stuff? Turns out her son told her there's no school tomorrow, that it's a PE day or something, and she wasn't sure. So she had to ask Facebook. And that got me thinking, what the fuck did our parents do when we were kids, eh? Like, what did our parents do when we were kids? There's no Facebook and Instagrams and all these other programs like that. There's none of that. I gotta turn the heat on, boys. Alright, so yeah, sure as shit. Oh fuck, I just stopped at the green light. I realized that. The truck behind me, he's gotta race to another truck. Look at him go. Just race into the other truck, eh? Freaking guy. Yeah, like our parents, they didn't have access to Facebook and text messages, and all they had was a landline, phone number, and that's it. You know, we never lied to our parents the way kids lie to their parents nowadays. It's freaking insane. Yeah, sure, it's just a little white lie and nobody can be hurt if the kids stayed home from school, but still, it's like,
this is the world we live in. This is the things we're given. If it wasn't for Facebook, my cousin would have gotten out of school, yeah.
Probably would have too. So she sounded like she was pretty convinced there was no school tomorrow until everybody on Facebook told her, no, there's school. Your kid's lying. Your kid's lying, you know, one of those. Christ, when we were kids, we would have never pulled anything like that with our parents. Oh man, if we would have got caught, it would have been like belt off of Dad's waist, rolled up in half, and then slapped across my derriere for being a lying little bastard. That's what would have happened. That's why you don't lie to your parents. But nowadays, they took all that awesomeness away, so parents can't discipline their kids. Well, there's a difference between slapping your kid for being bad, like give him a spanking, versus beating the kid retarded, right? But now you can't do neither, so kids run rampant and there's nothing the parents can do, which is the reason why I want to make my antler about as fertile as a potato used as a sexual instrument, I mean, because potatoes in general are pretty fertile. You can take a potato peeling, fire it in the friggin' in the ground, and there's a 50% chance you'll fart out a potato. True story. Holy fuck, I can't see out my window. There's a bunch of people leaving. We'll squeeze her between this van and this Buick. Pull straight through. Oh, beer store's closed. That's good, I don't feel like beer. Stomach's a little gurgly and I'm not sure if it's because I'm hungry or what, but that poop helped. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get this done and we'll talk to you guys in a bit. Alrighty, I'm back. And I also cleaned the windshield. Let's get the frig out of here big times. Yeah, before I left there, I was reading comments. In a way, I kind of like that new feature from YouTube when you click on community and you can see all the messages that people left you and you can see all the comments that people left you. Well, you see them in chronological order, not from the video, but from the time they were left throughout the day. And one of the comments I read was, people don't like change. Like I'm doing the Grand Theft Auto videos on Skaven Games differently. Basically, I'm going to be editing them up kind of like how Adrian has his edited up for funny times, rather than just cutting a 10-minute segment out of a 3-hour video and farting it up. And honestly, the method I'm using now, which is just, you know, fire up videos as, like edit them up and fire them up, is a lot harder than the old way. Like if you think about it, the old method that I used to use for doing videos was cake. It was, you know, play a video game for 3 hours, put it into the editor, chop it up into 10-minute segments, render them up, name them after something that happened in the movie, and fire it up to YouTube's. You know? Make a 10, 15, 20-minute video, cut it however long you want, just cut it at a good spot, don't cut it in the middle of a conversation or anything. There was like no effort to that kind of video. Problem is there's also no rewatchability, and a lot of people find it boring sitting there watching a 10-minute video when there's like maybe a minute and a half of excitement in it. So I figured by condensing it more and just putting in funny moments of us being dinks would be pretty hilarious. And people don't like it, but well, that's like a lot of people were wondering why the hell I started vlogging as my main channel. Most people start with a profession like a tech or something. And I did it backwards. I started with vlog and then I moved on to the Northern Tech. Then I started playing video games and stuff, just, you know, just seeing what it's all like, testing out YouTube for its maximum potential. But the whole reason behind me starting vlogging, and this is a funny one, is the whole reason why I did it was, in my mind, it was the cheapest way to produce videos without having to spend a lot of money. You're probably like, well, what do you even mean by that? Like, it's always cheap to produce videos. Well, not really. If you think about the guys who are fabricating stuff like Pug One and Bill's T-Max and T-Man's Go-Karts and all that, that metal doesn't come out of the sky and show up at their door. They gotta go out and buy that with their own money. You know, and steel's expensive. Like, to buy that angled iron and stuff, that gets, at least it's expensive up here. So, you know, if you're sinking $400, or sometimes, I know in some cases, it's been over $1,000 for a couple people I watch, into a YouTube project, and that means that $1,000 that you've sunk into that project had to be taken from somewhere else. You know, unless you're getting enough views that you're making $1,000 a month off of YouTube, then you can just redirect that money back into YouTube and buy the parts you need, right? Well, to me, vlogging was the cheapest way to make videos because I don't need to buy anything. I just need to live my life and talk about it. And if people are interested, they'll watch, and if they're not interested, well, they'll move along. And if they're jackasses, they'll leave a friggin' disrespectful comment because, hey, the world's got a lot of jackasses in it. What can you do? But, yeah, so that's why I started vlogging, and I've also come to the conclusion that they're my channels, and I'm going to make whatever videos I want to make. Like this one here, it's kind of pointless, but I'm making it. But I'm going to make every video that I want to make, and if people don't like it, well, they don't have to watch. Like, and I've noticed that lately, my views have gone down. I used to get like 1,400, 1,500 a vlog, and now I'm getting 900 a vlog. And I'm not even sad about that. That means that people listen to me by saying, if you're not interested, then don't watch it. You know, if you are interested, watch it. If you want to see all the bullshit I go through daily, watch it. Some days are awesome, some days lick balls, and it's the way she goes. But people insist on no change, and that's the problem that we have with society today. Everyone's afraid of fucking change, and the problem is everything's changing, so you're always living in fear. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm almost home. I gotta bring groceries in, and then we gotta get the potatoes ready. I'm gonna do the potatoes first before we go to the barbecue, and then I can just reheat them after. So let's pitter patter and have at her. Oh, friggin' right! Bought a new pair of barbecue tongs. They had them at the green store for $3. I'm gonna wash them, and this is what I'm gonna use to cook the steak tonight. And they go out further if you push this in, I think. Yeah, if you push that in, they go like really wide, so you can really grab a burger and you know, if you wanted to and stuff. That's freaking awesome, right, Bubby? Isn't that awesome? He's scared of them. Yeah, he doesn't like them. Alright, I cleared off the stove, and let's get rocking on these scalloped potatoes. So let's get some light on the situation here. Okay, so it calls for 2 cups of 500 ml, 150 ml of milk, and some butter. And the directions say heat, oven. Oh my goodness, we gotta use a casserole dish for this. I was gonna do it in the pot. Alright, so after looking at the directions, they want you to heat the oven to 400 Fahrenheit. Then you mix the potatoes, sauce mix, and boiling water. Then you cook on cover for 35 minutes until top is golden brown and potatoes are tender. Remove from oven, sauce will thicken as it stands. So we need boiling water though. Look at that. Mix sauce mix, boiling water, and margarine in a grease and everything. So like you just chuck it all into here, add water and milk, and fuck, away you go. It's that simple. So, alright, let's poop this together. So that's what you get in the box. You get some potato chips and some powder, and then you supply the rest. So I'm just waiting for them nuking the water. Oh, I know, not the best way to do it, but whatever. I want it done now because I got 2 cowboy steaks to cook tonight. I'm going to cook up both cowboy steaks, the potatoes, and we're going to do pepper for a vegetable. It'll be pretty good, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, and I'll get back to you guys. God, I miss using this friggin' Nintendo controller. This thing's awesome if it would just stay working for all the time. It just, love this thing. Want to know what's hilarious? I've never had scalloped potatoes before, so I have no idea what to expect from the taste. Don't even know if I like them, and I'm making them. Oh well, I'm glad I didn't buy them. I just bought milk and butter. Mom hooked me up with the scalloped potatoes, and if I like them, I might get them again. Like, frig, they're easy to make, you know, so far. I'm just mixing up the sauce and getting everything to blend together. And somebody's just waiting for me to drop some food. Yeah, I can tell. Always check your oven before you preheat. Fuck! And we let that bake for 35 minutes. Set alarm, 35 minutes.
Alright, this is your alarm for 7:03 p.m.
Alrighty, we are out in the garage and she is dark as friggin' here because of the cold. Gonna get ourselves some steaks going. Steaks and green peppers and freaking scalloped potatoes. This is gonna be awesome. It's hard to turn down my radio with this jack in the way, but every time I want to record I got it. But steaks are on, veg is on, potatoes are on. I'm excited for dinner. Oh yeah, I forgot tonight's Walking Dead. Friggin' right, I bought myself a treat for that too. Bought myself some nachos and salsa. Fuck, I love nachos and salsa. That's like my favorite treat in the whole wide world, nachos and salsa. Used to make my own salsa with the magic bullet. Tomatoes and green peppers and onions, because I don't like it spicy. I like a little zing to it, so I'll add a couple drops of Tabasco sauce to it, just to blend it all together and give it that flavor, but normally I'm a big fan of the mild. And my favorite chips are the scoops, because you can really pile the friggin' sauce to the scoops. But The Walking Dead, every season's the same. Every season starts off, they're together, except for the first seasons obviously, because it started off with everything being normal. But they're all together, and they're somewhat safe. And then something happens where they have to split up. So they end up getting split up. One group finds a great place to stay that's really safe. The other group, however, they end up getting their shit messed up. And then that's when the suspense kicks in. And then in the end, there's some huge catastrophe, and that's the end of the season. And every season is pretty much the same story plot line. Yeah, there's different things happening, but it's like pretty simple. It's a pretty simple equation on how to make a zombie horror series. And a lot of people are using that. And what I find funny is, like, I don't know, like if you watch sitcoms like back in the day of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and trying to think of other ones like Full House and all that shit. Even nowadays sitcoms like Big Bang Theory, and that's the only one I can think of, maybe 2.5 Men, but I quit watching that. Every show is 22 minutes long. Starts off, everything's fine, until something happens where there's a problem now, and it's such a mundane, stupid problem, but they make a big deal about it. And in 22 minutes, the big deal gets rectified with a proper storyline, like a plot twist and all that. No, it's just, sitcoms are so easy to write. Really easy to write. Just take modern day problems and make them funny. That's all it is. Cake. Well, I got the first part completed, just waiting on the scalloped potatoes. How are they looking? Looking pretty good, actually. My goodness. Those are going to be scrum-dilly. I think this is the only time I wish my camera had smell-o-vision so you could smell all the awesome in this house right now. My goodness, scalloped potatoes smell good. Hopefully they taste just as good. Alrighty, the scalloped potatoes are done, and they look friggin' amazing. But you gotta let them stand for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do that, and then put some on my plate, and we'll have a glorious meal. A glorious meal. Dinner is ready. I'm going to eat. Well, all I gotta say is I'm a big fan of scalloped potatoes. Those are scrum-dilly-umptious. Apparently these ones were cheese flavored. I don't know what other flavors you can get in them, but I like them. Just letting the dog out for a quick potty. I'm waiting for my pants to shit themselves. And I'm also waiting for The Walking Dead to come out so I can download it and watch it. Gotta do that before I go to work tomorrow, otherwise it'll get ruined. Big times. Because we have movie ruiners big times at work. That'll be like, oh, did you watch it last night? When then they'll just start spewing out what happened, and it's like, oh my goodness, bro, you know, I was gonna watch it tonight, but I can't. And that's also the reason why I'm not doing what I did last time with The Walking Dead, where the last season I waited till it was all done in February, and then I downloaded the whole thing and watched it. Binge, you know, I just spent a whole weekend doing nothing but watching The Walking Dead. And it was awesome! Friggin' Oreo who's sitting outside drinking water out of that white bucket. Problem is it's frozen, it's a block of ice, sort of. And he's just like drinking it, you know, crazy puppy. So yeah, I didn't really do much this weekend. It's a pretty lazy weekend. And kinda like those. Don't have to be completely active every weekend, and winter's coming, so the colder it gets, the least I'm gonna want to be outside, that's a given. So yeah. I think what I'm going to do is go back upstairs, finish watching my TV show, and I'm thinking about might playing some Grand Theft Auto tonight. That could be fun. Alright guys, check back later. Scampers, what do you think of the bells? Why? You like them? Why? Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy. You'll get used to them. Oreo, what do you think of our bells? Oh, that wasn't quite the answer I was looking for, but I'll take it. So anyway, people, played a little bit of Grand Theft Auto there, and it's about 12:30 in the evening, and I'm going to call her quits for now. I'm going to shut her down, go to bed, maybe get up at a decent hour tomorrow. I got some things to do, so that's what I'm going to do. So there you go, people. Thanks for watching my video. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, click the like button. Questions, comments, concerns down below they go. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.